JasperReports is an open-source Java reporting tool that can write to a variety of targets, such as Screen, a printer, into PDF, HTML, Microsoft Excel, RTF, ODT, comma-separated values or XML files. It can be used in Java-enabled applications, including Java EE or web applications, to generate dynamic content. It reads its instructions from an XML or Jasper file. JasperReports is part of the LISOG Open Source Stack initiative. Features: JasperReports is an open-source reporting library that can be embedded into any Java application. Features include: scriptlets may accompany the report definition, which the report definition can invoke at any point to perform additional processing. The scriptlet is built using Java, and has many hooks that can be invoked before or after stages of the report generation, such as report, page, column or group. Sub-reports: for users with more sophisticated report management requirements, reports designed for JasperReports can be easily imported into the Jasper server, the interactive report server. JasperSoft: Theodore Dancer began work on JasperReports in June 2001. The SF.NET project was registered in September 2001 and JasperReports 0.1.5 was released on November 3, 2001. JasperReports version 1.0 was released on July 21, 2005. The code was originally licensed under a copyleft JasperReports license and later moved to LGPL. JasperSoft was originally called Pantscopic, and was founded by Al Kamper, CEO, and Raj Bhargava, VP of Products in 2001. Pantscopic raised $23 million from Dole Capital, Discovery Ventures, Magenthala Ventures, and Partech. In 2004 Pantscopic teamed up with Theodore Dancer, acquired the intellectual property of JasperReports, and changed the name of the company to JasperSoft. Brian Gentile became CEO in 2007. JasperSoft provides commercial software around the JasperReports product, and negotiate contracts with software developers that wish to embed the JasperReports engine into a closed-source product. JasperSoft's main related product is JasperReports Server, a Java EE web application that provides advanced report server capabilities such as report scheduling and permissions. It is available under an open-source license for use in conjunction with open-source infrastructure such as MySQL and JBoss, or a commercial license for enterprise deployments involving commercial databases and application servers. JasperSoft is a gold partner with MySQL, and JasperReports was included in the PostgreSQL distribution Postgres version 0.7. On April 28, 2014, TIBCO announced it had acquired JasperSoft for approximately $185 million. JRXML: JasperReports reports are defined in an XML file format, called JRXML, which can be hand-coded, generated, or designed using a tool. The file format is defined by a document type definition or XML schema for newer versions, providing limited interoperability. The main difference between using XML and a Jasper file is that the XML file should be compiled at runtime using the Jasper Compile Manager class. Third-party tools: there are many tools providing Jasper report capabilities. iReport, an open-source standalone graphical program that provides report designer capabilities, and is able to run reports using all data source supported by the JasperReports engine. iReport is actively maintained by JasperSoft. Dynamic Reports, an open-source Java reporting library based on JasperReports. It allows creating dynamic report designs and it doesn't need a visual report designer. Report Server, an open-source business intelligence platform integrating various reporting engines including JasperReports and EclipseBert. Jasper Viewer, an open-source reusable component that can be embedded in any SWT-JS application such as Eclipse. Report Integration Framework, an open-source report abstraction layer. 5 Eclipse plugins that provide report designing and debugging capabilities, including JasperSoft Studio is a rewrite of iReports in Eclipse, a commercial Eclipse plugin called Jasper Assistant. The Jasper Assistant plugin is built using Jasper Viewer. Jasper Wave Report Designer, Commercial Eclipse-based report designer for JasperReports report engine, Plasma report designer, an open-source JasperReports designer plugin for Eclipse. Web Report Builder, an open-source Java EE web application that allows web-based developers and non-developers to create basic and advanced reports based on JasperReports to be used as a web report server. OpenReports, a Java EE web application that provides advanced report server capabilities with support for 4 open-source reporting engines, JasperReports, JFRE Report, JXLS, and EclipseBert. Jasper Tags, a JSP tag library for easy inclusion of reports in web applications. Expose words for JasperReports, for converting reports from JasperReports and Jasper Server to Word formats. Expose slides for JasperReports, for converting to PowerPoint PPT and PPS formats. The information management system for MineAction uses JasperReports for its reporting capability. It is the most commonly used planning software for humanitarian demining. The PFReporter is a library that uses the JasperReport architecture for its reporting functionalities on mobile devices. With the library it is possible to generate reports at real time on a mobile device. Android and iOS are supported platforms. Ide Integration. Many prominent Java IDEs provide instructions for users wishing to integrate JasperReports into a project. NetBeans, iReport, a visual designer for JasperReports. Eclipse, JasperSoft Studio, a rewrite of iReport by the same team who originally developed iReport, backed by JasperSoft, Jasper Wave Report Designer, commercial Eclipse-based visual editor for JasperReports report engine. IBM WebSphere Studio application developer. Further reading, Brian D. Eubanks. Chapter 6. Graphics and Data Visualization. Wicked Cool Java, Code Bits, Open Source Libraries, and Project Ideas. No Starch Press pages 144-146. ISBN 1-59327-061-5. Jack M. Germain. So You Want to Be a Linux Developer, Part 1 Inch. Tech News World. Retrieved July 30, 2007. Code refactoring JasperReports has been the focus of several academic papers on code refactoring. Rajesh Vaisa. Jean Guy Schneider. Evolution of Cyclomatic Complexity in Object-Oriented Software. 7th Workshop on the Quantitative Approaches in Object-Oriented Software Engineering. Deepak Advani, Yasser Hassoun, Steve Council. Harak, a heuristic-based tool for extracting refactoring data from open-source software versions. Retrieved January 11, 2007. Emerson Murphy Hill. Improving Refactoring with Alternate Program Views. Retrieved January 11, 2007. Vaisa, R. Schneider, J. Woodward, C. Kane, a Detecting Structural Changes in Object-Oriented Software Systems. Proceedings of the 2005 International Symposium on Empirical Software Engineering, 463 doi, 10.1109/ISESE. 2005.15418555. ISBN 0-7803-9507-7. Deepak Advani, Yasser Hassoun, Steve Council. Extracting Refactoring Trends from Open Source Software and a Possible Solution to the Related Refactoring Conundrum. Proceedings of the 2006 ACM Symposium on Applied Computing, 463 doi, 10.1145/1141277.11416885. ISBN 1-59593-108-2, S. Council, Y. Hassoun, G. Loiseau and R. Najjar. Common Refactorings, a Dependency Graph and Some Code Smells, an Empirical Study of Java OSS. Proceedings of the 2006 ACM IEEE International Symposium on Empirical Software Engineering, 463 doi, 10.1145/1159733.11597777. ISBN 1-59593-218-6. References. External links: jasperforge.org, Jasper Reports project landing page, jasperforge.org iReport project landing page, jasperforge.org, Jasper server project page, Dynamic Reports, open source Java API reporting library based on Jasper Reports, Dynamic Jasper open source extension for dynamic columns reports, Jasper Reports on Database Journal, jasperforge.org web report builder project landing page, call Jasper Report / a report from Java application.